This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, the City of Hazleton has a new officer on the street. Stay tuned for the details. Welcome to a brand new week of FYI. I'm Ken Kara. Both Janine Mazurkevich and Lisa Sugar will be bringing you some information as well tonight. History was made in the City of Hazleton today as the City of Hazleton's first female patrol officer was added to the force. Before family, friends, and cadets from the Lackawanna College Police Academy, Officer Jessica Levine was officially sworn in. Lisa Sugar and I were at the special ceremony.
The duties as a Hazleton police officer.
The duties of a Hazleton police officer.
To which I have been lawfully appointed.
To which I have been lawfully appointed.
The City of Hazleton has its first female officer on patrol. It is not the city's first ever female officer, but we would like to introduce you to Jessica Levine, who is originally from Wapwallopen, who was just sworn in, badge number 180, a member of the Hazleton Police Department. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What does it mean for you to be a member of Hazleton's finest?
Oh, it's a great opportunity. I'm very anxious to get started. I've been away from home for the last 8 years or so, and I'm anxious to get back and be a law enforcement officer locally.
Now, you're the first female to ever go on patrol in the City of Hazleton. How does that make you feel?
I think it's great. Like I said, it's about time that we have a female officer working in the City of Hazleton, and like I said, I'm anxious to get started.
For anybody who doesn't know, you tell them a little bit about where you came from. You told me you graduated from Berwick High School, and you've been a police officer for several years.
Yes, I graduated from Berwick High School, went off to college, and essentially I ended up in Tucson, Arizona for the past 3 years as a patrol officer out there.
All right. Well, we look forward to working with you as part of the media, and good luck in your endeavors here. Chief Frank DeAndrea, what kind of a day is this for you, welcoming your first ever woman on patrol for the city?
This is a very, very proud day for the Hazleton Police Department, the community. Badge number 180, Officer Levine. Truly adding a woman to the staff of the police department will allow us to go in another direction, which is, it's ironic that her badge number is 180 because we're headed in another direction. The fact that we have yet another weapon in our arsenal, a woman, comes into play so often, not only with searching females, but being able to relate to the community in a different fashion. Some people relate better to females than they do males, blacks than they do whites, Latinos than they do blacks, and so it's going to do us great and the community such a service to have a woman as a police officer within the roles and ranks of the City of Hazleton.
And Mayor Joe Yanuzzi is here with us as well. Mayor, this is officer number 38 for the department. What's going through your mind right now?
Well, I'm very, very proud that I was able to have this happen. I have a woman on the police force, and especially our first patrol woman. I think we need it. I think our department is becoming more diverse, even though it's not increasing in numbers, but we need this, and we have it now.
All right, well, very good. I'm going to go back to Officer Levine for one more moment. It was important because your parents were here as well today, and they are retired law enforcement officials, so tell us a little bit about them.
They were both in the Fish and Boat Commission for over 30 years each, and we have a law enforcement family. My brother went through the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, so it runs in our blood.
All right, well, we're glad that you'll be running now in the streets of Hazleton, so welcome aboard. Hazleton's first ever female patrol officer. We wish her the best.
Thank you, Lisa. In other news, an attempted bank robbery in Butler Township, this time at the First National Bank. First National Bank is located at 2 Rittenhouse Place, just off of Route 309 in Drums. The incident happened around noon today. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, a man handed a teller an envelope with a letter demanding money. No word on whether the suspect got away with any money. And for more on this story, pick up a copy of Tuesday's Standard Speaker or visit standardspeaker.com. Who would steal a tabernacle from a church? That's a question being asked by members of St. Joseph's Romanian Orthodox Church on West Broad Street in downtown Hazleton and Hazleton Police. The missing items were discovered Saturday afternoon. Religious artifacts, including the tabernacle, which houses the Holy Eucharist, were removed sometime between last Monday and Saturday. Mass will still be celebrated this Sunday. Police are asking anyone with any information to call them at 570-459-4940 or dial 911. In a show of support for a fellow officer killed in the line of duty and for the Pennsylvania State Police who continue to search for his killer, members of the Hazleton Police Department are wearing mourning bands over their badges in memory of Corporal Brian Dixon, who was shot and killed outside the State Police Barracks in Blooming Grove Township in Monroe County. We talked with Hazleton Police Chief Frank DeAndrea about the search for accused killer Eric Freen.
The Hazleton City Police Department continues to wear the mourning band on our badges in memory and respect for not only Corporal Brian Dixon, but for law enforcement. We refuse as a department to simply say, okay, well, Corporal Dixon has been interned, and so because of it, we're taking these bands off and we're going back to business as usual. We will not take these mourning bands off until the killer of Corporal Dixon is captured.
DeAndrea is a retired state trooper and says this type of search is what the state police does best.
There are a lot of things that state agencies do, but there is one thing that the Pennsylvania State Police does better than any other agency that I know, and that's a large-scale event, a large-scale organized investigation. This is their forte. And unfortunately for the killer of Corporal Dixon, he messed with the wrong people. Not only law enforcement, but there's a reason why the Pennsylvania State Police are called the first and the finest. And the beautiful part about that agency is the relationships that they also have with other state, federal, local, and county agencies. And so there is such a showing of force and support up there, and I am confident of one thing. The state police will find the killer of Corporal Dixon.
The search for Eric Freen is now in its 24th day. Fire broke out Sunday night in Barnesville. This video is courtesy of TamaquaArea.com. The fire broke out just before 10 p.m. on Cheese Street in Barnesville in Ryan Township. It destroyed a garage and the flames spread to a nearby home. Firefighters from several communities responded. Damage to the home was contained to the back. There were no injuries reported. FYI, there's a lot more I coming your way. We break out the Cole scale in sports. And up next, Janine Mazurkevich lets us know where you can relax and enjoy the beautiful fall season in NEPA. I'll see you again very soon. We'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's Monday and we're back at Core Fitness. I'm Christy Book, if you haven't seen it before, and I'm one of the co-owners here at Core Fitness. We are Hazleton's women's only gym. And today I'd like to introduce you to a very good friend of mine and one of my personal training clients, Amy Shamani. Amy started training with me about 6 months ago. And she has definitely come a long way, not only physically, but definitely mentally, and I've seen changes through her entire body and her mind. So I just want to give the mic to Amy and just tell us about you 6 months ago.
6 months ago, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a daughter who's 3, just turned 3. And as a stay-at-home mom, I was just not happy with myself, mentally or physically. So I figured I have to do something. And I wanted to get back to the gym. And I saw Core Fitness, and I saw how dedicated they were, and it's only a women's gym. And I thought, okay, I have to look into this. I have to find out about their personal trainers, because I thought if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this right. And I sent Christy an email, and she said to come on in. We set up an appointment, and it just took off from there. And there was no lag time in between. It was, okay, we're going to start next week, and we did, and I've been here ever since with her, and it's been wonderful.
And as far as your body goes, what have you seen changes in your body?
I would definitely have to say my stomach area. I didn't really do much exercise after I had our daughter, So that was one of the areas I hated the most.
Well, Amy came in with a plan. She knew what she wanted to fix, and that was a great thing. Although we can't spot tone, we did up her cardio. We included the weights and some body weight training. So I'm going to show you a series that you can do at home without any equipment. Amy's going to do on the floor, and this is how you can get your flat belly back after babies. So Amy's going to lay down on her back. Now the trick to this one is to lift your legs up and lower them to your point of control. Everybody's different. Hands behind the head. Okay, lift your shoulders up off the floor, and we're going to alternate a bicycle, but one leg is always going to stay out. So go ahead and twist, and then out. Okay, and then keep the one out, and then put it back together, come to the center, and then twist. Good. So that one leg always stays out, abs pulled in. Okay, breathe. So if you can get through 10 to 15, even 20 of these, fantastic. And then what I'm going to have her do is roll right off the mat, right over, and she's going to come up into plank. She's going to push straight up, and you're going to hold this plank as long as you can with good posture, and we can see that she's a straight line from her knees all the way out to the top of her head, being very, very careful of her low back, that it doesn't swag, swale, or round, okay? And she's nice and strong through her shoulders and her back. She's breathing through the exercise, and then come on down. You can hold that for 30 seconds to a minute, wherever you're comfortable, and roll through it again. Go ahead down, Amy. So that's how you're going to get your flat belly back after baby. Next week, we're going to talk about hitting a plateau and how to get past it. See you next week.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
You know what helped me come to grips with this colder weather? Some warm apple cider does the trick. Now I just need the motivation to take the air conditioners out of my windows. I'll tell you what gets me there. Here's your very fall weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, scattered showers, 50% chance. The low will be 46 degrees on the extended forecast. 40% chance of showers on Tuesday as the high gets up to 63 degrees. 80% chance of showers at night, mainly before 5 a.m. The low will be 52. On Wednesday, chance of showers drops to 30%. We'll get up to 64 degrees. It'll be mostly clear at night with a low of 41. On Thursday, sunny. The high will be 59. Thursday night, there's a small chance of showers, but a mostly cloudy night, low of 42. And on Friday, another 40% chance of rain, the high 58. And on Football Friday, 30% chance of showers, a low of 42.
We're in your community today at Eagle Rock Resort. We're at the Base Lodge, and we are talking about a big event happening this weekend, October 11th and 12th. It's open to the public, and I hope to see you here to join me along with everyone here at Eagle Rock. And it's the Fall Festival. There's lots to do. It is rain or shine, and we're with Joe Sando. He is the POA manager, and he's spearheading the big event, right?
Correct.
All right, so for everyone watching who doesn't know what the Fall Festival is about, give them an overview.
Okay, we have a lot of events going on in those 2 days. We have a car show going on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. basically.
Okay.
We have live bands and entertainment. Saturday we have the Fuzzy Park Band. We'll have food vendors here, probably around 35 to 40 artisans, crafters to sell their goods. We have ski lift rides for fall foliage. We have hay rides, pumpkin patches, clowns, magicians.
We got food. Talk about some of the vendors.
Some of the food that you'll see here, some of them were at the Bloomsburg Fair, and you'll see a lot of vendor food such as bratwurst, cheesesteaks, hopefully some wings.
We have funnel cakes, right?
Funnel cakes, cotton candy.
Fried dough, so we have something all for the kids.
All the stuff that you see at the fairs, yes.
All right, we have horseback riding. We can't forget about it, the equestrian.
Correct. There'll be horseback riding. There'll be carnival amusement rides and carnival amusement games also. So a lot of stuff going on.
Okay. Also, we have Wisecracker Comedy Club happening at the Base Lodge, which you do need to purchase tickets for. You can go to our Facebook for that. You can call the number on your screen. But there are really events happening throughout the day. There's a beer tent. There's wine tasting.
Correct.
And then on Saturday, behind us, you can see we're already prepping for what?
A huge bonfire. So there'll be probably a 30 to 40 foot bonfire behind us. A lot of people like to watch it and crowd around and have fun at the bonfire. It's a great evening for everybody.
And every year this gets bigger and bigger, and it's going to be a nice time because of the beautiful trees changing colors now with fall foliage. And is there anything else you wanted to add?
Just come on out, bring the family, and have some fun. It's going to be a great activity for everybody.
Again, it's open to the public, so we hope to see you October 11th and October 12th right here at Eagle Rock Resort.
Brats. If my vegan wife makes me a brat, that will motivate me to take the air conditioners out of our windows. Here's your green screen. The daily number 717 old area code, Big 4 7680, Quinto 06350, and Treasure Hunt 12, 15, 22, 25, and 26. We unveil the coal scale for this week when we come right back on FYI.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
It's Monday, so get out your hard hats. We're heading to the strip-ins for this week's high school football coal scale. In the League Night grade, we have our teams looking for a spark. The Big HA, they lost to Crestwood on senior night 41-7. The Comets are still unbeaten, and the Cougars are looking for their first victory still. They'll take another crack at it on Friday against Tunkhannock. Senior running back Nick Zukowski has over 450 yards this season, and you can read a great article on him by the Standard speaker Steve Stallone right now at standardspeaker.com. The 4-6-2 football crew, Shenandoah Valley, they were the latest team to go up against our Kings of the Coal so far, North Schuylkill. The Spartans won that game 42-7. Monoy area had a tall task going up against Blue Mountain on Friday, and it doesn't get any easier for the Golden Bears as they go up against unbeaten Jim Thorpe. On Friday, the Olympians, they beat Panther Valley 27-6 and had a stellar defensive performance, holding the Panthers to 107 total yards. Here's the bituminous grade. The Marion Colts are on a skid, but I really think they're going to get out of this tailspin like Maverick and Top Gun. They lost to rival Lehighton, and the Colts are now 3-3 after starting the season 3-0. The men of Marion are back at home this week against Schuylkill Haven. The Hurricanes are also 3-3. The Colts' other rivals have made the jump to the anthracite grade. The Temecula Blue Raiders have won 4 of their last 5 and 3 straight in 4 games this season. Temecula has allowed only 8 points or less, and hate it or love it, North Schuylkill is on top. The Spartans' defense has allowed 1 touchdown or less 4 times this season, and for the past 3 weeks, they have scored over 40 points on offense. North Schuylkill has 2 more home games in weeks 7 and 8, and then they will finish off the regular season on the road at Schuylkill Haven and at Panther Valley. Next Monday, football highlights will be back on FYI. Plus, I'm working on a feature story on football as well, so I'm all ready for the stretch run. 1 week from today, I'm inviting you all to Left Field. SSPTV's Out of Left Field, a sports show filled with local feature stories, debuts next Monday right here on SSPTV. Stay tuned for more information. Ron Marchetti will be featured on that first show, so that's good news. And here's even better news. He's with us right now for Trivia Treats.
One of these 2 teams, Baltimore and Kansas City, will be in the World Series. Both swept yesterday. Welcome to Trivia Treats on this first Monday in October. Hi, everybody. Tonight I'll start with a question for you. Who was baseball's first African-American manager? We're talking Major League, of course. Many of you will know that, and I'll have the answer for you in a minute. But first, on this day, 11 years ago in 2003, the Colts completed a stunning comeback to down the Bucks 38-35 at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Indianapolis had trailed 35-14 with under 4 minutes remaining. Also 30 years ago today in 1984, in the deciding 5th game of the NCLS, the Padres won the National League pennant for the first time in franchise history by scoring 4 times in the 7th inning to defeat the Cubs 6-3 at Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego. Now a change of pace. 19 years ago today in 1995, prior to the home opener against the Calgary Flames, we're talking ice hockey, Florida Panthers right wing Scott Mellanby killed a rat in the locker room with his stick, then scored 2 goals to lead his team to a 4-3 triumph at Miami Arena. Mellanby told reporters after the game that he didn't accomplish a hat trick, but he did have a rat trick. During the next contest, a fan threw a plastic rat onto the ice after a Florida goal, and others embraced the idea. The team signed Orkin as a sponsor and employed a crew of 30 dressed exterminators to sweep the rats off playing surface. During the Stanley Cup playoffs, over 2,000 rats rained onto the ice. During the following season, the NHL passed a rule that penalized the home team if fans disrupted a game by throwing debris on the ice. Mother of God, what a dumb story, but it's all true, and it started on this day in 1995. Now back to the question, who was baseball's first black manager? History was made when the Cleveland Indians hired 39-year-old Frank Robinson as baseball's first black manager on October 3rd, 1974, 40 years ago. Robinson continued as an active designated hitter during the 1975 season. The announcement of Robinson's appointment was a major media event. Hundreds of writers and reporters rushed to Cleveland to attend the press conference. Robinson was fired by the Indians on June 19, 1977. He went on to manage 4 other teams before retiring as manager of the Washington Nationals after the 2006 season. Till Friday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the 5th annual Beat MPS Golf Tournament, all to benefit the Team San Filippo Foundation, will be held Saturday, October 11th at the Sugarloaf Golf Club. It's a 4-person scramble with a shotgun start. More info, please call 570-384-4097. And one more quick announcement, the Hazleton Art League and the Hazleton Area Garden Club will be presenting Art in Bloom, an exhibit showcasing the 2 passions of the organizations, art and flowers in harmony. The show will be held Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Donation is $5 at the door. For info, call 570-817-1075. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Dorothy C. Ruby of West Hazleton. Mass is Thursday at 10 a.m. at the St. John the Baptist Polish National Church. No public viewing is scheduled. The Hillary J. Bonin Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Patricia A. Pisano of Drums. Mass is Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. in the Good Shepherd Church. Friends may call Tuesday from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. The McCune Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Gertrude Evancho of Hazleton. Funeral is Wednesday at 9:15 a.m. from the Boyle Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 4 to 8 p.m. and Wednesday from 8:45 to 9:45 a.m. Joseph S. Tishy Sr. of Drifton. Funeral is Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. from the McNulty Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 9 p.m. And Anna Dolores Sheeman of Millsville. Arrangements will be announced by the Butler Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Bertha Hillman of Pottsville. Bertha, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Thanks for starting your week with us here at FYI. And here's a reminder, I want to give you a few days notice. Second Friday in downtown Hazleton is this Friday, so get ready for that. Get ready, there's more FYI coming your way on Tuesday. Take it easy, everyone.